Man, it's just one of them days. Man, I'm out here. Greetings to everybody out there in the world. Check this out, man. It's just one of them days when I don't feel like getting scammed on Pulse Chain. And so I'm offering a simple praise. Don't get grifted off Pulse Chain. Although it's been said, what we doing? What we doing? Yeah, yeah, I'm always out. Man, listen. You woke up, eyes open, you're blessed. You're blessed. Blessed to breathe in some oxygen from our beloved creator. Oh, opportunity for me to build with the people while I'm on my way to serve the people. You know, can't you can't forget where you come from. I'm trying to build with the people on my way to serve the people. Can't forget where you come from. I go there answer. Every trip, every time. Yes. Yep. People don't understand, right? They just don't understand. So they try to throw you off your path. And when they do that, that just reaffirms. It affirms and reaffirms that you're on the right path, especially if your path produces no harm, doesn't subtract, detract, or take anything positive away from your well being. It just adds, it complements, and it inspires others to do great things. Certain people don't like that. They don't like to see you shine. They don't like to see you even thrive. How about that? You thriving, yo. Thriving. They don't want to see people thrive. I learned the term thrive like from when I used to I used to work for child services, child protection. They called it, one of the allegations was failure. Well, yeah, that was an allegation. It was called failure to thrive. When you investigate, when you investigate children, child abuse and neglect, one of the allegations on the report, like inadequate guardianship, lack of supervision, laceration, bruises, and welts. One of the categories would be failure to thrive. I didn't understand what that was until I saw it for myself. When I saw, I don't know if I should even talk about it online. The whole point is, nah, I'm not actually. That's for another time. When you're doing your best, when you're doing your best, in your life to be well, to be strong for you, for yourself, for your loved ones, and for your community, you always have some type of opposition. That opposition should make you stronger, right? The opposition that I find here in crypto is absolute sheer sheer stupidity. It doesn't make you stronger. The opposition here, if you're not careful, completely dumbs down your intellectual capabilities, yo. You have to remain sharp elsewhere. You have to do things for yourself outside of this crypto. Depending on who you listen to and who you rock with, you really, really have to pay attention to the information you receive. I mean, like it's not even a joke. Salute to the chat. It's raining out here, so you know I'm on my 1-2s. I didn't do a sacrifice, to get a car. You know what I'm saying? My wheels on my feet. Those are my dogs right there. My feet. That's how I get it in. That's why you hear all this extra noise. What you think? When I'm building with y'all on my way to serve the people, and I bump into people asking me for donations to help them. Either they want to smoke cigarettes, they want to drink a soda. I'm walking. It's facts. Sometimes I'm doing other things, but I'm walking. When you're trying to really focus and hone in on some important stuff and build and really build, not foolish talk, not foolish crypto talk. Talking about really build, construct from nothing into something. In other words, when you turn an idea into something actionable, you're winning. And something positive, you're winning extra. Come on, man. Over here, backwards. It's backwards. It's goofy. People, they get it all. When you take a step back and you look at what you're dealing with, you have to sometimes step outside of yourself to get a better perspective. When you're involved, you don't really see everything. You don't really see everything. Oh, Jake's on their bits. They're on their job today. What the kids call them? 12? Oh, yeah, they're busy today. Anyway, folks, man, let me tell you, man. The same way that I look at it like this, a wise person just recently told me, a wise person I met in my travels, right? Never met him before. Had a conversation, started talking about the younger generation, right? Meaning not necessarily millennial, but the generation after, Gen Z. So we've had conversations about how many people I talked to who I've met, maybe even mentored, advised, and counseled in my capacity, they seem to have this idea in their head that it's different than our generation coming up, Generation X, for example. I know there's millennials out here, X, even boomers, but Generation X, we had to deal with an extra special type of pain coming up, right? It's different for millennial. It's different for Generation Z. In other words, I've met young people who change jobs like they're changing their underwears and see no problem about it. They quit like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. In my day, y'all, whatever you were doing, whatever, if it was a legal situation, an illegal situation, you still grind it. You were grinded. You had to figure it out. You really had to figure it out. There was no quitting without serious repercussions. Today, I've seen many quit and they don't even care about the consequences, yo. That's just how times have changed. Some of us come from a certain ilk. Some of us come from a certain ilk that requires us to keep pushing. You about it. You about your business, you keep pushing. You about doing good work, you don't give up. You go through the pain, right? No pain, no gain. Those of us that played sports, we understand what that means. No pain, no gain. But those who are not as athletic, whether you realize it or not, you as a young person, very small, to where as you were growing up, you went through your own growing pains, right? That helped you, that helps us become what we are today and what we will be tomorrow if we are afforded the opportunity to see tomorrow. See, some of these things I try to apply in this weird, bizarre crypto landscape. Like, no pain, no gain. Where do you experience pain? Bear market. Your nondescript coins and nondescript projects are not yielding rewards. Price looking bad. Huh? You struggling. And so I'm offering a simple phrase to get you to get scammed on Pulse Chain. I don't want you to weep. Richard Hart is so cheap. Going back to the conversation I had with this nondescript individual, we were building on how the youth seem like they're not motivated like we once were. They're driven by different motivations. They can switch jobs like it's nothing. Dude said a lot of them don't even know what to study in school anymore. He told me that he would tell people, listen, man, bust your ass for 4, 5, even 10 years if you have to. Studying something that you know will pay you off for the rest of your life. We're not talking about, shout out to liberal arts. I feel y'all. Shout out to human services, social services, all that. I feel all art, even being an artist. I had a dream. I was going to publish some fireworks as an artiste until I started to see that the market was saturated with riffraff and impossibilities of barriers were laid down to prevent an artist to successfully live off their work for the rest of their lives without going to Diddy parties. Once I realized that, I was like, gotta do something else. In other words, study certain disciplines, engineering, computer science, technology, right? Law, finance, medicine. Bust your ass for 4 to 5, 10 years. Get that work in. Once you do, the 4 to 5 years should set you up to be paid for the rest of your life. I was like, damn, man, that fired me up. I was like, yo, I'm already, I was once, in my 20s and past that stage, but it fired me up. But I try to pass that on to young people. They don't hear me. They don't. It's in one ear, not the other. Literally, like where I work, I met a new staff member. She came on the scene. She finished grad school and all that, right? Excuse me. Got a degree. And we had a function going on, sort of like an office function. She came through and she sat next to me and my colleagues. We building at the table, whatever, introducing ourselves, speaking, welcoming her to blah, blah, blah. But she kept this air about her that, I mean, you sitting in a table among people who have decades. We're talking like 100+ years experience at the table. This one got 30. That one got 40. Add my 30. That's over 100. Plus a couple other staff members. They got their own that they can, find it in their hearts to impart some information, some words of encouragement, and maybe applicable wisdom to help ensure her success. How do you think she received that? From her body language and from her responses, she gave off the energy like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't have to listen to you old dinosaurs teach me anything because I'm here where you're at right now. You see? Her take was, it took y'all, this is her mentality because in the way she spoke, this is the message she gave off. She was 26. Most of us worked in the field longer and at that job longer than she's been alive. And in her short time, at 26 years old, she's sitting right where we're at, as if she accomplished so much in such a much shorter period of time compared to the rest of us. Right? To me and mom, and I understand that. And on some level, I'm like, yo, salute. Oh man, yo, that's a big deal. That's actually a formidable. That's a huge accomplishment, right? Thank you. Have a good day. So she said, you know, and then once she gave off that attitude, everybody else, including myself, we picked up on it, and we still started to the sharing of information, it changed the dynamic of the tone. We're like, oh, since you, meaning her, since she's so adequately prepared and ready, she don't need to hear nothing from us. Nothing at all. She was resistant to even listening because she figured out sort of like a cheat code. She thought she got the cheat code, accelerated version. She skipped so many levels compared to us to get to sit next to us, right? 4 days later, she resigned. 4 days, like 2 days this week. The day we met her was on a Friday. By the following Tuesday, she gave in a resignation. She didn't even complete 5 days. We're like, yo, what happened? Yo, you heard what happened to so-and-so? Nah, what happened? Yo, she quit. What happened? I don't know, man. Couldn't take it. Oh, but she seemed like she was ready. We spoke to her. What happened? You scared us? What happened? Somebody flipped on her or whatever? What happened? You know, the population is difficult. Mentally ill criminal population is no joke. You don't know what they're going to do. Very unpredictable. They could be cool with you for 10 years. That one day, everything can change. So I'm thinking something happened. She got attacked. What happened? None of that, yo. Or none of that anybody could really say, but she left. And let me tell you, like the position she got was so comfortable, so sweet, so like, yo, you're not even in the fire. You're not even kind of like in the thick of things like that. And you got protection. Still couldn't handle it. Some people say, I was like, yo, well, she got another opportunity. Somebody close to her was kind of dropping dime. They were like, nah, she didn't get another opportunity. She just felt like it wasn't a good fit. All right, that's a nice Richard Hart way of saying it's not your money. You want to see something done, you do it. It's a nice Richard Hart way of deflecting and not really taking accountability, self-account, right? For issues, huh? For miscalculations, huh? Yeah, that's how that go. But then, interestingly enough, oh, you hear that fire beat? I don't worry about like monetization like that, I just wish I could hear some fire songs that, when I'm, the music I hear is like sirens and mad noise. When I hear a song, I don't care about getting hit by copyright. It is what it is. I don't want to be constrained or confined. Oh, I get it, I'm a slave to the YouTube dollar. Yo, figure it out. It's like, don't be a slave to RH's messaging like that, bruh. No, free yourself. You know what I mean? Everybody be like ignoring his hypocrisy because they think he's the next best thing. He think he's some kind of crypto messiah, bruh. Human being, bruh. Human being. Anybody find out, like you could verify that he owned a business with 140 employees? Anyway, yo, this marketing, you're gonna keep hearing it. You're gonna keep hearing about some marketing because that's all he got, yo. Because he already called the committee idiots. He calls the world idiots. Everybody knows nothing except him. Bring your heroes here to die. Bring your heroes here to die and bring your people here to thrive. Major, major. You don't see major red flags? Of course you don't. Look, man, if I just got in crypto period at 2021, I would have been so lost. I would have been out there, gone with the wind. It's messed up. These guys, they still glaze them because they're still up 100x. That's why it gets glazed. Because people, you still got money and profit. You're not gonna really shit on them. Like me, I get it. I get it. You're not gonna, not gonna keep it all the way tall like my new bowl. You're not gonna keep it all the way tall like Hakeem Olajuwon. All the way tall like Shaquille O'Neal. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna keep it all the way tall like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're not, because you haven't. Many haven't, and that's cool. You got your reasons. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm not gonna be like him, forcing you to work. Like, what type of employer is that? Slave master, right? Slave master, watching Sinners 2.0. You're in the cotton field, huh? Huh? Picking cotton, talking about streaming. You're a streamer, you picking cotton. And this guy, nondescript, from some far away, he can't even show himself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Telling you, market, need more eyes. Crack the whip. Need more eyes. We're not Django. This ain't Django. Okay? Right? We're not, it's not Roots. Toby. No, 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 no. What's your name? Kunta. No, 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 no. We're not doing none of that, bruh. Figure it out and you do the work. Because that's what that's the vibes right now, man. That's the vibes. Those are good vibes because why? A lot of people have so much to say about me crying. Like he never cried about losing to Bitcoin. I say losing to BTC. Because whatever ideas he thought BTC was, right? He discovered that BTC didn't align with his feelings and he started to cry. Who cares? Meaning you're human. Nobody cares. But he could call everybody idiots. There's a person who in 2025, this is dangerous, folks. It's dangerous because he's telling y'all in under 2 months, expect some changes. Why? Because a streamer, in my opinion, another streamer, in my opinion, just went on the internet and was verbally embarrassing the shit out of him. So he couldn't take it and had to respond because you can't fake the funk and pretend like everything is okay. And then what this deceiver, master manipulator would tell you and the world is that success is not equivalent to one complaining and fudding their own bags. Deflecting again. Why would I talk about my mistakes? And because when you don't do that, you acting like a bitch ass nigga. When you pretend that you got it all figured out, and clearly you don't, right? You acting like a bitch ass nigga. That's why. Because, hey, hey, can't have it any other way. Why are you gonna cringe if I'm saying it and he could say it freely and none of y'all said nothing? Meanwhile, that's what I grew up saying. And many of us have. But y'all let him rock. Oh man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, I don't care about your 2-day diet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a 2-day workout, like cornball. What were you doing for the last 2 years? 2-day diet, got sick, had nobody, no partner to clap cheeks with, and you telling people about your regimen that nobody cares about. And unfortunately, because the internet is what it is, you can guarantee you'll never be able to really prove this, but someone's also copying exactly what his foolish workout regimen right now. I'm telling you, that's how simple people are, yo. Don't think for a second they're not copying his workout regimen. Oh, you put 2 plates on the bar and and you and you're not doing that when you busting off? You're doing that while you're sick and nobody could glaze you, make you feel better? Oh, okay. That must be that's a secret sauce. That's what you call alpha. Listen, man, nobody delivers the info like I do because I don't care. When I tell you I don't care, like really is, I care for people who listen to me and are having a hard experience. So that's as far as the caring goes. Outside of that, if it's about fake social capital and perceives perceived social equity, I'm good. I don't need that. That doesn't pay my bills. For y'all that on the take, when you bought your way to the top or you glazed your way, you were bobbing somebody's knob to the top. That's different. That don't apply to me. Like I don't, bro. I'm talking to myself on a device, bro. Like you think you know what I mean? Like shout out to the people in the chat room, but when we talking streaming, we're talking to ourselves on a device. Our eyes permeate and we watch, oh, there's someone in the world that's, on the other receiving end, probably watching and doing some communication. But for the most part, we're talking to ourselves, bro. So, hey, no, never mind, bro. You waited for somebody in the world to ruffle your feathers enough for you to put out some kind of tweet. You had to put out something about, oh, under 2 months. Yo, bro, man, it's seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. It's dangerous out here, man. It's real dangerous. A lot of people said they sold, they're in pain, they don't have e-hex anymore, this and that. So you think playing with the people is the wisest thing to do? Bruh, let me tell you, man. He thinks his perspective is always the best perspective. Them people they've been marketing, and when I say them people, I throw myself in that weird pot. You can't even call it gumbo. Can't even call it gumbo. There's no soul in the pot. So there's no gumbo. That's not gumbo. streaming for 5.5, people talking about this thing for 5.5 years. Dude is like, oh, we need marketing. Yeah, dude crazy. He lost his mind. You know about marketing so well. Go show and prove. Go show and prove on that marketing, motherfucker. Go jump rope. Someone gave me good idea before the jump rope, man. But yo, man, I'm I keep it all the way Manute Bol. Keep it all the way Shaquille O'Neal. Keep it all the way Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. After 3 days of jumping rope and feeling mighty fantastic, I stopped. I stopped. My fault. My fault. See, I could admit that. I take self accountability. That was my fault. Feeling marvelous. I'm not gonna put myself on a TikTok, on a YouTube, trying to convince my viewers, hey guys, I'm on a, I'm on a 1 hour jump rope regimen, and here, let me show you. And instead of like having your partner massage you and check your temperature, see if you got a fever, your partner, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, instead of having them, one of them, they, pronouns, instead of you having them take care of you, you crying on the internet talking about you sick, nobody cares. You're gonna wait a day or two looking for sympathy because you need that fuel to validate who you are. That is depressing, bro. No. I'm not creating content because I am a content creator. I am an artiste, and I also deliver ill commentary, nasty, voracious, ferocious commentary on nondescript, and when I say nondescript, I mean just like in a general sense, because I was never one to support anything that even sneezed and felt like a scam. And when you got this fool here that I've been talking somewhat good about for 3 out of the last 4 years, oh no, you deserve this critical, super critical, verbal fire of a commentary. For sure. For sure. You know? You know? Yeah. You need that. You quick to say everybody's an idiot except you. Your supporters are idiots too. Your diehard stakers, they're idiots now, right? Well, you made them look more like an idiot because they're getting crumbs for some T-share B square, nobody care. T-share B square, nobody care. Bang bang makes sense. Quick math. Nobody cares about your bum ass product. Fake product is a project. Y'all bought into this vernacular. There's this cultural changing of the minds and propaganda. It's not a project. It's a product. Product. Because you can't change it. You can't. Immutable. Shut up. How's that product paying? And I got stakes embarrassingly. So I have stakes long time. So you're gonna hear fiery commentary for a long time. Long time. Do better. Somebody I used to hear a lot said things like, "Do better with your crypto. Do better things with your crypto. Do better things with your brain, bro. Do better things with your time because you don't know how to spend it productively and wisely. You're lifting plates. You're lifting weights on the internet, showing people that you're lifting weights on the internet, and then you're telling people that you need them to feel sorry for you because you're sick. And then you're wondering why people are crying against your deplorable performing L1 associated with your weak ass cause. Another contradiction. You want to market. You want to market. You didn't even have enough wherewithal, and I'm old and I'm not a marketer. You didn't even have enough wherewithal because you wanted to tap into the hip hop crowd with the Louis V, Gucci, chain swinging nonsense you were doing. You were tapping into the hip hop crowd, the hip hop spirit, the popular mainstream hip hop rap. This is what you were doing. Why do you have a picture with yourself surrounded by black kids? You are trying to act like you cool and you came from the dirt as if no other ethnicity group demographic came from the dirt, trying to act like you cool. So you jump on the stream with hexologists and all of them and you start saying, y'all niggas, y'all niggas, y'all niggas nothing. Y'all niggas nothing. Shut up. You not soulful like that, bro. Look at your dance moves. My goodness. You don't even have enough wherewithal to show yourself dancing in your glittery outfit with some magnificent looking specimens around you. And I'm not talking about amoebas, huh? I'm talking about women, huh? Just like even if you faking the funk, you act like you such an alpha male. You didn't even have one chick. You didn't even have two chicks doing a sandwich on you. What type of culture? Where you are off? They weren't even sandwiching you. They weren't even glazing you like a hot dog bun. You're so corny. No, but you know what you said? No, 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 ladies, no, ladies. Let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done. He's the type that'll show you how to dance. That's the type he is. He thinks he's fire. He thinks he's fire. And look how he dances. You don't even have enough wherewithal to at least go back on social media because you're scared, because you got an allegation of child abusing a 16-year-old. That's nasty work. Nasty, nasty, nasty work. And it hits home because I investigated child abuse, right? So it kind of hits different when you got this got an allegation like, and yo, son, he's this guy corny. You the master marketer. Master marketer. Motherfuckers did 5.5 years of marketing you. Cringe as F. Cringe. Marketing you. You're not marketable, sir. You yourself are not marketable. And unfortunately, because you have 90% of the of perceived control, which is not even perceived, everyone has to pay the price for your non-marketable existence. The people who invested got to pay the price. If you want to call that fudding, why are you fudding my bags? Then call it that. It's not fudding my bags. It's highlighting reality. Because you think you're better than everybody. Come on, son. Come on, son. What are we doing here, man? What's your OnlyFans? You think you popping like that? The time with the Red Bull and no OnlyFans, corny. You off. You missed the mark. And I'm not even a marketer. You could, how far you could have been with that, bruh. Come on, man. You cornball. You got all this ice on you. They took your watches. Where are your watches? But it's marketing. No, you guys need to put your necks out there on the line. Give him no feedback, no criticism, and act like you the Borg from Star Trek. At least they had some power. These people over here that glaze him don't even know the power they have. They move powerless because they don't understand, because they gave him all their confidence. He tried to educate the people on what a con man is. And the people didn't understand that, oh, same shit you talking applies to you too. If you're not careful, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'll give you 2 months. Oh, it's no longer 2 more weeks. It's under 2 months. Play with the keep playing with the people, bro. Keep playing with the people. You think people are as reserved and measured, huh? And consistently providing fire commentary like me? No, some people can't handle that. And some people can handle it even better than me and provide you crazy data to support their claims. This guy will tell you you're crying. Why are you crying? Why did you cry on a stream with Ivan on Tech damn near not too long ago, years ago, but still? You crying to a man, you didn't cry to a woman. Bruh, what are you doing? Ivan on Tech was so thrown off. He was like, hey, this took a turn for the worse. This took a turn for the worse. All these ladies that glazed you couldn't even be on the stream consoling you. You couldn't even look for that. Like, oh, why? Because there weren't any female personalities streaming. You could have created some. Just because you think you're the alpha, you could have created some with your magic. Cast your spell, huh? Speak to a lady who's mesmerized. There are a few. They're still out here looking at you crazy, but still like they're looking at you crazy because they're so obsessed, and you couldn't even capitalize on that. Cause you can't trust nobody. Why? Because you're in a Faraday cage, and no one can know where you are. What kind of existence is that for a person who was given 1.6 billion in 6 months? What kind of existence is that? Who are you passing that on to? Are you passing that money on to those? Oh, here we go with the fire music. What we doing? Oh, see? Psst, look at that. Come on over and get this work. What we doing? What we doing? Come on over and get this work. Something your man knows nothing about. He didn't tap in with the cool kids, huh? He tapped in with cringe. Absolute cringe. He didn't tap in with the cool kids. He don't know nothing about come on over and get this work. No, he's getting fiery commentary from me. That's it, man. There's nothing. What you talking about? Academaciated. You know, you a believer. You're so much of a believer. You seem like it's to the point where the narrow perspective is just all you focus on completely. And you know what? Shout out to you because he needs diehard believers like yourself, the academaciated, the dauber, these all these X amount of people. They have to, you know, support. They have to, because or else, right? What was this all for? Be patient. Stop crying. Uh, uh, it's just around the corner. Now it's under 2 months. The one-sided, narrow perspective, right? Yeah, narrow, closed-minded. Even muy triste, Ricardo, muy triste. Like the kids say, fake had to update his worldview. They don't address his hypocrisy. They don't address his contradictions. They don't address how Some of those actions may have directly or indirectly affected the emotions of the people because it's an emotional market and impacted price for the last 2 years. They will say, ah, why don't you just sell? You think it's that easy? Nah, look, the truth hurts. Academia, the truth hurts. I get it. I get it. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot to process it over time. Sure, it takes a lot because you need believers. You need diehard fans. You need people that's gonna go down sinking with the ship. Why don't you sell? Check this out. How long you listen, man. I got cryptos in places I forgot. That's how much I don't, and I haven't sold like I should have. I didn't sell in September 21 like I should have. Mm-hmm. Oh, but so see, you didn't sell, so that means you believe, and you have stakes well into the foreseeable future, long. Yeah, you bought into. Okay, yeah, you're getting one penny. 1 penny per T share. Okay, so you believe her. What? And I can't speak the truth, right? I can't speak the truth. Huh? I can't speak to how this man did weirdo cringe shit. Your founder, your believer, your messiah. Huh? Spread legs, on a stripper pole or surrounded by men. That's alpha. That's documented. That man lifting weights and calling people idiots on the timeline. But you want people to market for you. Forget about the lifting weights part and crying that you sick and you have no lover to console you and to pamper you in your time of feeling ill when you're most vulnerable, when you shouldn't even have any type of interest in getting online because you're getting glazed. But when you don't and you pretend like you do, right? You have the opportunity, all this time in the world with 1.6 billion that you got 4 years ago in 6 month period. Huh? That's probably the first time you ever saw some real bread, digital bread. You move weird. You move weird. But you want people to just, why don't you just sell? Why, why are you crying? Right. They'll tell you you need to sell, but they'll listen to you. Yeah, you'll listen, bro. Like you'll listen. Why? Don't listen. It's the internet is an open door, open intangible door, revolving door policy. In, out, nobody cares. Talk about he been used to 90+% dips. Where did you experience the 90+% dips, founder? Where did you experience the 90% dips that you said you're used to now? Tell me you did not experience it within the last 2 years in your project. Tell me you didn't experience that. That's where you experienced the 90%. It went from 80 to 85. Now it's 90 all of a sudden. Convenient. Why? Oh yeah, because pulse chain. Yeah, yeah. and he doesn't fud his own bags. No, it's not about fudding bags. It's about highlighting your weird, inconsistent messaging that you say you're so great at. Go twerk in front of a peacock. Why? Because he made you feel like he's the giving tree, the best thing in crypto. All marketing, as if nobody could make money, as if nobody could make money in Binance, nobody could make money on Ethereum, no one could make money on any other chain except his. No one could make any type of bread. Fooling the people. No one could make money on any other nondescript chain except his. Oh, you bought into that? And if you held on this long at that time period, right, DCAing, the best thing to do, dollar cost average, like everybody's rich. No sense of real style. You saw remember him with the shorts and white socks and black church shoes? Come on, bro. Look like a little a 45-year-old little boy. A 45-year-old little boy. Like, what are you doing? What, with a hat, a little boy hat, man. You little boy yourself, embarrass yourself like that. But yo, man, people waiting to see the bread. People waiting to see the money. Hey, why are you waiting on one man? Why are you waiting on one man? Why are you fudding your bags? Why are you fudding your bag? Why are you crying? Why are you waiting on one man? Because the bitch hold 90% of the power. What you talking about? No, he don't. The African priest does. Oh, right. No style. Cringe. Yo, just because something is labeled out, luxury goods, luxury goods, everything is not meant to just be worn and for you to flaunt it like you shining. The light comes from you. You're the one that make the clothes shine. The clothes just highlight who you are. And this dude was just working in reverse. It didn't matter what kind of glitter Louis V bag he had, how much gold he had. He was still not illuminating real brilliance. But y'all want to lie and act like he was. It's cool. Look at the dance moves. No chicks around him. Come on, bro. Hey, no, ladies. No, no, no. No, I got this. And you see the zigzag, the moon boots. Cringe. Come on, bro. The posing. You hugging on men more than you hugging on women. How many women he took pictures with? But you alpha gonads, alpha testicle. Oh, you should sell one day. You should know, bro. It's not that easy. What you mean it's not that easy? You lost your. Yo, this is hey man, you crazy? You don't know me, bro. You think you do, but hey. And just because people think I should stop crying, I should stop selling, it's gonna get cranked up even more. Because if you've been listening to me for the last year, is how it's been. And what? It's still meager results on the chain, right? But it's been a year of me switching my tune and not supporting Alpha Gonad, fake Alpha, Kiwi man. No, I'm not doing all that. Huh? Not doing all that. You were like, yo, why don't you sell? No, bro. Why are you listening? Why don't you stop listening? It's because you know where the real is at. Undeniable. Yeah, undeniable. It is what it is. And in real life, like I said in the beginning of the stream, right? I'm building with the people on my way to serve the people, doing work that many don't have the heart to do, literally. Right. So this dude know nothing about nothing. You heard how he was trying to describe Matty All In, who seemed like he's disappeared. Yeah, yeah, you know, Matty looked like he disappeared. But Richard couldn't even give you a succinct, clear, like heartfelt description when he was like, yo, bigging up Matty, like, yo, you know, Matty All In, I think he's a psychologist, crypto, no depth, no soul to his explanation, no nothing. But that's who y'all glaze. You glaze people that you can't feel in their speech unless they're yelling, bring your heroes here to die. That's as profound as it gets. He was on a DOC stream, and because he couldn't handle the whole shit about the OA and the Ethereum and everything about who's holding it, what's that about, right? How's that decentralized? What'd he say? Oh, y'all can suck a dick. Y'all can suck a dick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he would never acknowledge that as an L, because that was a loss. He was just invited or baited to speak, and he took a L and rage quit. But none of y'all in the community, this is how unreal, this is how crazy, unreal, and people selectively forget history. Selectively forget history. Oh, y'all can suck a dick, suck it like a child. Like a child. Brought 2,000 minions to the stream. Brought 2,000 minions. It ain't about numbers, it's about quality. It's not about numbers, it's about quality. Brought 2,000 minions on stream, online, for him to rage quit. Huh? It was before he went on stream with Trevon. Oh yeah, he had to change his tune. He had to change the script because the script was looking shaky. It was looking shaky. Yeah, y'all don't know history like that, man. You act like you know, but if you do know, you would act accordingly. A lot of y'all don't. You pretend. You keep it tucked. You don't like to say things because you don't want to create beef, fake crypto beef, and problems for yourself, and fall out of favor with other men. Come on, bro. Like, and fall out of favor with the internet contrived, manufactured popularity. No, that shit should come from the heart, from the soul, and that's void among many of these people over here. They don't care. They're just waiting for an opportunity to sell and leave. The thing about me, I sold many things and I didn't leave. So it's different breed over here, bro. Different breed, different with it. Not better, not better doesn't make me better. Just makes me different, uniquely. The dude couldn't even hold a simple conversation. People asking him questions about his platform. This is before 10,000x anything. A simple question. Couldn't even take it. Oh, since y'all know so much, y'all can suck it. That's your Mensa candidate. That's your Mensa candidate, yo. That's your man. That's your man's. Give me give me 10 minutes. That's your Mensa candidate. Your Mensa candidate doing that. A lot of people that were on the stream will pretend like they weren't there, that they didn't watch the stream. It's real shit. That's real. It's real. That's real. And what happened? Oh yeah, 10,000. Thing went well. This and that. And it's been 4 years. Crickets. September will be 4 years strong. Crickets. And you're telling the world now under 2 months, under 2 months what? Under 2 months what? You let Jim Rat Crypto crawl under his skin, force him to put out a tweet because he just couldn't handle the criticism. He was looking crazy. Jim Rat wounded him up, tuned him up. And Jim Rat haters, Richard Hart supporters, couldn't even deal with it. They fake now, rallying, oh, 2 months, we believe anything he says. And, oh, we believe you. Yeah, circumcised or not uncircumcised. You want it with the foreskin or without? Oh, we believe you. Yeah, it's that level of right? Sick, twisted adoration is bad, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all wildin', bro. Y'all wildin'. Bad, bad, bad. And that's what we dealing with. The same dude that rage quit on the stream. None of y'all ever talked about that. I've seen it. I got 4 years in looking while I'm watching. None of y'all talked about that. You dismissed that. Dude rage quit on stream, yo. He couldn't handle the smoke. I know whack ass Tone Vays with lawyers and they'll bring your heroes here to die and everybody to thrive. Yeah, you don't ever talk about how you left the stream because you couldn't handle the questions. You deflected, but you do so well. And all it was a thing of discussion. Oh yeah, let's talk. Cross marketing, right? Cross marketing, whatever. I would talk. You got something worth talking about? Okay, cool. Let people really connect. Let whatever folks talk their thing. Yeah, you couldn't handle it. Yeah, it's what it is. What's up?